welcome to another episode of Streaming Safari here at the Lion Habitat Ranch. I'm sorry, the sun is shining directly in my face, so if I'm squinting, it's not because of you. We are going to be doing one of my favorite experiments that we have done for Boo at the Zoo before, but I love it so much that we definitely have to do it again. We're going to be launching some tiny rockets today. I'm very excited about it, but before we get to our rockets, I would like to thank everybody who has been able to come out and visit us or donate to us. All of those links are right down below. And just to remind you of some things coming up, we have Boo at the Zoo coming up the weekend of Halloween. So come out and see us for Boo at the Zoo. Yes, Denise.
Hello, Diana from Tampa Bay, Florida.
Hello, Diana from Tampa Bay, Florida. Thank you for joining us on Streaming Safari. And if you join us during our live show, you'll get a little shout out. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching Streaming Safari. And please come visit us at Boo at the Zoo. We'll have candy. We'll have a costume contest. Probably Denise comes with all kinds of fun prizes. So there'll probably be some fun stuff with our costume contest. Lots of pumpkin enrichment. Keep an eye out on our Facebook too, because I know we're going to have some really fun and funny pumpkin enrichment, maybe for our keepers as well. So keep an eye out, guys. Now, I have a super fun experiment for you guys today, but of course I have to be the scientist first and tell you guys the science behind our experiment before we can do the experiment, right? We don't get to have any fun unless we learn something. All right, so let's learn something. Eat your vegetables first, Denise says. So, we have our equation for what's going to happen in our explosion today. We're going to be mixing sodium bicarbonate and citric acid, and we're going to be putting them in water. So this is going to be in a solid form. You might know this solid form as Alka-Seltzer. Alka-Seltzer has sodium bicarb and citric acid in it, and when you put it in water, the thing that makes the fizz is the reaction between the sodium bicarb and the citric acid together, creating this reaction. So the arrow, as we've talked about before in Streaming Safaris, just says, here's what's going to happen. So we put it in the water, here's what happens. The sodiums break up into ions, so that's what this little plus means. The citric acid breaks up into an ion, which is what this little minus means. You're also going to get out of it water and carbon dioxide, and we know carbon dioxide is a gas. So this gas is going to build up inside of our little film canisters and create our explosion. The easiest way for the gas to get out of the film canister is going to be the opening of the film canister, and it's going to allow the film canister to pop. So what's going on in this chemical reaction is we have the chemical formulas for each of these different things, sodium bicarb and citric acid, and the numbers at the beginning actually indicate how many of each different thing is there. The equation has to be balanced, which we've talked about before as well in some Streaming Safaris. Go check them out. So here I have 3 sodiums, and here I have 3 sodiums. So that's what it does. And then for oxygen, for example, this 3 is going to go with this 3, and that's going to tell me how many oxygens I have, plus these oxygens, and then I can count them up on both sides, and the number of oxygens, the number of sodiums, the number of hydrogens, the number of carbons should be the same on this side of the arrow and this side of the arrow. So let's see how it works in action, which is why we're all here, right? All right. So this experiment is super easy to set up. You'll need some water. You'll need some Alka-Seltzer tabs. Super easy. And then these are kind of harder to come by, but you can order them on Amazon, which is where I got mine. These are little film canisters.
Some people may not know what those are.
Some people may not know where they are. You're right, Denise. Denise is reminding me that some people might not know what film canisters are. So when you used to have film in your cameras and you weren't walking around with a fancy iPhone that could take really cool pictures, you actually had to put film into your camera, and the film had to be protected because if the film encounters light, it's going to damage the film. And you have to process that film after you take the photo. All kinds of complicated stuff. Costco was involved. It was crazy. So the film used to come inside of these little canisters. They have this nice little pop top on them. And the pop top seals really well, which helps us out with this experiment. Now, what you're going to want to do, super simple. I actually put some glitter in some of these. And you can put glitter, you can put food coloring. So some of my guys have some food coloring. I don't have food coloring in the ghosts. I just have some white glitter. And then I have a cat, which has some oh my goodness, my words, some purple food coloring in it, as well as my bat that's also purple. And then I also have some spook jack-o'-lanterns, which are orange. Our lions are talking to us. They're very loud. And then I've also got some green witches for us. So we'll start off, we'll do a bunch of these because I just love them, and if they work out well, they're going to look really fun. And so I'm going to start off with my ghosties here. And you can play with how much water and how much Alka-Seltzer you put into it. What's recommended is to put about a third of the film canister full of water and then about half an Alka-Seltzer tab. Now, those ratios are going to change the reaction, how fast the reaction happens, and also how intense the reaction is, so how high your film canisters fly. So you're going to take your Alka-Seltzer tab. We're going to break this one in half. It wasn't quite half. And then I'm going to need my caps really quick because I want to put my caps on kind of as quick as possible. Yep, so that the gas builds up and it doesn't just escape into the air, because we're not going to get an explosion if it isn't able to do that. So I'm going to try to do both of these ghosties at the same time. We got a lot of guests around us, so I'm going to wait till it kind of clears out a little bit. We can try one. We can definitely try one. But it might be the water to Alka-Seltzer ratio. So if you don't have enough water and you pull it in a full tab, it might take longer, right? So that's all going to vary. Okay, so I'll put in one. I'm going to put our cap on really, really tight. Put the other one. Put our cap on really, really tight. Turn these guys upside down. Oh, there goes one. Oh no, the other one wasn't sealed. That's why I grabbed a bunch of them for you. Okay, we'll try again. Okay, so our ghosties, you can see the reaction occurring for sure, but these guys weren't quite sealed enough. That's why I've got a lot of samples. Woo! Okay, so make sure you wait long enough as well. Okay, I think the glitter is really fun too. So let's try another set. Let's try our pumpkins. The tough part about these is, if you drew your little faces on with Sharpie, they might rub off if your hands are wet. And the film canister tops are not the easiest to get off, which is really nice because it helps us with the reaction. Okay, I'm going to add some glitter to these guys.
Make sure to seal them tight.
I will seal them tight, and I'll maybe even add a little bit more water. Again, it's super fun to just play with it and see how you get the best reactions from it, how fast and how high you can get these guys to launch. I think last time we did this, we got them flying over the Jeep, which is why I decided to do this out by the statues instead. That was a good one. Woo! That one went as high as the fence. That was pretty cool. That one was pretty cool. Okay, who else do we got? Witches. Let's do witches, and then we'll do the bat and cat last. Do you want to do something different with these?
Put a full tab in.
Put a full tab in? Okay. These guys are hard to deal with because they've got hats. And they don't want to open.
Unless you did all four at once, that'd be fun.
Here, let me do these guys last. And we'll do these two with the full tab because they'll be easier for me to manage. I hope you guys love to come to Streaming Safari to see me make a mess. That's what we're here for, right? Mm-hmm. It's the joy of Streaming Safari. Okay, so we got our bat and our kitty. They're pretty full of water. I'm going to take out some full tabs. I'm not going to add any more water. We'll see if the water just might make the reaction slower if there's less of it, and but it might go higher. Let's see. Get my caps up. Oh, they're already starting to go. Whoa! That one went all the way over Denise's head. That was pretty fun. That was a really fun one. That was a good idea. Put a full tab in there, guys. You only live once. Oh, I'm destroying the switch, trying to get her apart. Oh, there she goes. Okay. Which number one? We're gonna do a full tab. And she's gonna have about half full of water. Put some glitter. The glitter's fun. All right. Which? Whole tab. That one was cool. Okay, and then for our very last one, I'll do something slightly different. I'm going to fill the canister all the way up with water and see if that slows our reaction down or speeds it up. If it speeds it up, it's probably going to splash all over me, so. Denise says she's excited if you didn't hear her. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh, it won't even let me do it. So the water makes the reaction seem to happen quite a bit faster. And the cool thing about this, guys, is this is an experiment you guys can repeat over and over and over again.
Your finale.
Oh, man. My finale is no good. My finale is no good. She's just sliding away. I want to try one more. I can't end on that note, guys. I got to do one more good one. I have an audience now too. All right, we'll get here. Let's see what's my favorite. I think the bat. Bat's probably my favorite. Okay. Okay. Last one. Make it good, Bat. Woo! That was the best one. Thank you guys for watching Streaming Safari. I hope you enjoy doing this experiment at home. It's super easy, super fun, super repeatable, and we'll see you soon.